Because your talk at the conference on this topic of how parents talk to their kids was phenomenal. It's the perfect balance of this conversation. I'll let you tell us. I ain't gonna take your glory. But you can tell the story about how you were.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I was thinking of something else, but yeah, the story I told at the conference, I already prepared this talk, but I was leaving one morning, and this mom we're at the hotel, it's right next to the Ark, and so like I'm sitting in the car waiting for somebody to give a ride, probably Knox, and this mom hauls this I don't know 8 or 9 year old boy out into outside the hotel. And she just starts screaming at the kid, I have to tell you, and like I'm sure the kid like was probably being difficult, being terrible, being disrespectful,
some type of way.
But she hauled off and just screamed in his face for 30 seconds. I was like, I need to get out now. I mean, like, and I'm just thinking to myself,
sun wasn't up yet.
This kid, like his memory of the Ark, is going to be getting screamed at by his mom. Like his memory of learning about God's mercy, saving the world through a flood, and his kindness in creating the world, like all this stuff, like you're here to see, is like it's going to be marred by this, vitriol of a mom, and I was just saying, like I think there's a lot of Christian parents though who have. I was even going after like, homeschooling Christian parents, like Christian parents who care about creationism, Christian parents who care about the flood and bring their kids to these kind of conferences, who then what they do is they end up actually like boiling the kid in the mother's milk. They're actually and then they think that somehow it's still going to work out. And then I called it theistic evolutionary parenting. Basically, it's you're acting like the whole problem with theistic evolution is the idea that
God used millions of years of suffering and death to bring about the creation.
That's right.
Like, no, that's wicked. Like theistic evolution is worse. Like Darwinian evolution is more is better. But you're saying this good and kind and gracious God used millions of years of suffering and violence and death, and then brought about this world. Like, if you believe in that, like, no wonder you think that you can use violence and manipulation to bring about good things. But I think Christians can become functional theistic evolutionists when they treat their kids so poorly, yell at them, and then try to sweep it under the carpet and be like, and everything's fine because I taught them 6-day creation or whatever it is. But I always tell parents too, the thing I was going to say is I think it is actually it's the most kind thing to do to discipline your children the way God says to do it.
Yeah.
And what that means is, and this is actually kind of an application of, what's Pastor Doug's thing about the first crime scene?
Yeah, it's the second crime scene that's going to be worse.
All throw down at the first crime scene.
Yeah.
Well, I think parents win the battle at the very beginning.